Hey, what's up, everyone? I figured, in light of today being, I guess you could say, birthday number 5. I mean 35. Sorry. I figured I'd do a special movie review, and of course, as you can see, there's the Spice Girls shirt since I was a big fan of the Spice Girls growing up. But in the meantime, I figured the movie I decided that I thought would be interesting to discuss is the movie called The Good House, which is based off a book. And of course, the movie stars Sigourney Weaver, who plays Hildy Good, who's like a realtor in New England. And of course, what makes her character, rather interesting, is that, of course, she has her own personal baggage and problems, including uh, her her husband leaving her after 22 years of marriage, for another man. And then of course I guess someone, a fellow rival stole, her clients, in the realty business. And of course, the biggest aspect of the story is that Hildy's character, is smart, funny, resourceful, but the biggest I would say character flaw that she's going through, is that she's what you would consider like a functional alcoholic of sorts. And of course, Hildy, kind of, been through rehab, once before. And of course, she tries to kind of like deny, the problem that she's going through. And, she doesn't see herself as being like an alcoholic, of sorts, even though, yeah, she does drink like a lot of wine and, and stuff, like that. And I would have to say it's one of Sigourney Weaver's one of the best performances in years. I mean, since what I like I said, the Hildy character is very strong. Like I said, very resourceful, very courageous. Even though even with all the problems that she's going through. And of course, if there's one particular aspect from the film that I thought was rather important, is like, sometimes, the hardest thing for anybody to admit is, when they need help. And of course, Hildy's character doesn't think of herself as, needing help. And, she kind of tries to bury the problem that she's, you would say, going through, but, like they all say, sometimes the more you try to, like, suppress the problem or the feelings that you're going through, sometimes you end up having sometimes a nervous breakdown or end up crashing and burning. I guess if that's one particular way of looking at it. So that's my particular take on this movie. And of course, it also has Kevin Kline, in the movie, who I remember so good we previously worked for in the Ice Road, back in 1997, if my memory serves correctly. I can't believe that movie's a really celebrating 25 years. I'm like, where does the time go? And the other thing about the movie, like, the New England location, kind of reminds me a little bit, you know, of Mystic, Connecticut, because it has like that old timely, old fashioned, small town feel. I guess if that's one particular uh, way of looking at it. So I definitely say it's definitely something worth checking out. And something interesting, and as it shows a character dealing with everyday relatable problems like a lot of people do. So that's my take on this movie. So uh, as always, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Any types of comments or feedback, of course, would be greatly suggested and appreciated. Thanks again, everyone.